haven't did a video. Well, I did a video recently, and y'all got me to like 3K in like 9 days watching my videos, supporting me. And it's like, I'm new to the YouTube world, so they had me geeked. They had me geeked. Y'all, I'm so thankful for the support and the genuine love. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Make this real fast. Today's video is gonna be actually a bit different because I have some stuff that I need to tell y'all. I know y'all used to see me on TikTok, and I haven't been on TikTok in like a whole week because y'all dear friend, let me give y'all a bump update. Boy, is stretching your girl out. Got me in my shirt like Winnie the Pooh. But your dear friend, he tried to come. He tried to enter in this world at 32 weeks and 4 days. Like, he is crazy. Where you going, sir? What you doing? And at the hospital, and y'all, I had surgery while I'm pregnant. Yes. And I'm going to tell y'all all about that. So today's video is going to be a story time about how I had surgery and why I was in the hospital. And a lot of people been asking me on Instagram, like, am I okay? All my supporters been trying to check in. And I know I've been having very short answers for y'all. There's so much pain. Like, y'all, it was real serious. My son had me scared to death. Crazy. But I'm a mother. I'll do it all again for my little cub, though. Okay, so let's just get straight into this video. I start feeling a nagging pain in my mouth on this side. And y'all, I'm gonna include some pictures. So if y'all don't like that type of stuff, I'm gonna just give y'all a trigger warning because it gets crazy. Yeah, it gets crazy. I start feeling this nagging pain, and then it kept me up all night. So that's the only pain I've been having. It's just a nagging pain on the side of my mouth. My back was aching, but you know, it's from this big old tummy and this big old, you already know what. Okay. And like, it was real bad. It just started getting worse and worse and worse. So the next day, all day I'm still feeling like this nagging pain, and I don't want to eat. I'm feeling horrible. So then it goes all day, and I start feeling like sick, and I start feeling nauseous, and I start feeling fatigue, and like getting dizzy, and my hands start shaking. Every time I would hold my hands out like this, they would be like, that's when they call the paramedics, because my crazy self tried to go sit in some hot water to soothe my mind and to soothe my pain and to get my mind off of what I was going through. And when I got up out that tub, my body said no, and it just shut down on me. And I just started, that's when it just got to the point where it was like, the ambulance could come get me, okay? The ambulance can come. Pumping me full of fluids because they said I was like very dehydrated. And my son, he was just moving all in my stomach like crazy. And I was just like worried about him. And I'm just like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. But they got me all hooked up to all this stuff, checking everything, trying to make sure I'm good. I get to the hospital, they tell me I'm dehydrated, I'm low on fluids, and they said they had to get my heart rate back together because my heart rate was just like, you know, we gonna keep you here, we gonna make sure you get these fluids down, we gonna get you to eat. So they gave me like a little bit of food, which was disgusting, by the way. I don't know for giving me that cold turkey sandwich with just turkey and bread and a 7-Up. Just monitoring me, and they sent me by my merry little way. I had told them that, you know, I still had the nagging pain, but they really wasn't worried about the nagging pain. They was really worried about the baby and like my fluids and trying to get me back right. So I started drinking a lot of water because I was scared, because girl or boy, I was dehydrated. The next day, y'all, why my whole face get this swole? Ridiculous. And within the day, I tried to thug it out all day. I just was like, you know, I'm not a medicine taker. I have not taken no medicine during my pregnancy. I know people have different beliefs on medicines and things like that, but I was just like, you know, I'm not going to take no medicines. Like, I have to be dying if I'm going to take medicine. Baby, I took the medicine I could take. I started gargling. I started looking at my mouth, and then it started making me sick. Like, it was still making me sick. 3 a.m. Again, sick, vomiting, can't keep nothing down, stomach hurting, dizzy. Here I go back with the shaking. Shaking never miss. Just shaking. This time I called the ER. I'm like, ma'am, these are my symptoms. I don't know what's going on, but I think I need to come in ASAP. And she just started asking me all these questions. Girl, I could barely get up. I can barely stand up. You asking me all these questions. She's like, yes, ma'am. According to all this stuff that you're telling me, you need to be seen in the next 4 hours. So the ambulance had to come back. And it was the same people that came and got me the first day. So they already knew. They was like, baby boy is just really giving you trouble, and baby, hook me up to something. I'm about to die. At this point, the first time they see me and the second time they see me is totally different. Like, I was in pain, but this time I'm in pain times 12. And I get to the hospital or whatever, and then they start scaring me because the first thing they did was start putting that monitor around my belly. And it was like, we need to monitor him. We need to monitor him. So it was scaring me. And I was in so much pain. I was crying. And he was moving. And like, I don't know. I just felt like he was in distress or something because the way he was moving. And so then they were just like, we're going to send you in for a CAT scan. And I never had a CAT scan before. But it gave me mad anxiety. I don't know if y'all ever had a CAT scan. But it started getting hot. It's closed. I didn't like it. The CAT scan, they tell me that my white blood cells shot all the way up. So that means my body is fighting the infection. And then they start telling me, like, basically that I have an abscess on my mouth, like on my gums. And that if it busts, the infection is going to get to my son. And that's going to cause him harm. And that really started stressing me out because the amount of pain that I was in, I felt like, baby, it's going to bust. What am I gonna do? They start stressing me out some more because they start saying that he's contracting. What you mean he contracting? Huh? He 32 weeks. What you mean he contracting? So baby, I started praying. I'm like, God, please, God, please. And at this point, I'm in so much pain, but like, it is true that you be having your little motherly instincts because baby, I started thinking about nothing but my son. Baby, I was like, look, he okay? He good? Then they had put me on some medicine that knocked me out because, baby, I was rocking back and forth in the bed. I was in so much pain. I was crying. I guess they say, we got to get this woman something to calm her down. Basically, your body is in distress from all the pain that you're going through, and that's making your heart rate go up, and that's making everything, that's making everything go crazy. So they was like, we're gonna have to transfer you, and the hospital they had to transfer me to was 1 hour and 20 minutes away. To wait to be transferred, I got all the way down there, and I had to be in a hallway on a stretcher for 1 hour and 30 minutes because they was full. And then the lady was like, you know what, we just really probably just need to just take you up to labor and delivery just in case. Just in case what? Ma'am, this baby not coming today. I don't know what you got going on, but ma'am, this baby is not coming today. I started talking to the Lord, because no, he's not. Okay? So they get me up there, and then they end up telling me, like, ma'am, we're going to have to do surgery on you. This is going to be excruciating pain, but yeah, we're going to have to do the surgery. So, y'all, I literally, keep in mind, I didn't even tell y'all that my parents is in Florida. They is in Florida on vacation. So my support system had to be there because, babe, my parents was gone. So they was freaking out. I had to wait till the lady who was going to perform a surgery to get there. And she was just like, explaining to me that I can only have a certain amount of medicine. And that, I'm going to feel a lot of pressure. And that this infection is really, really big. And yeah, to let me know when she's ready to start. So finally I had to toughen up. I'm like, the faster I get this done, the faster it'll be over. So she had explained to me that she's gonna cut my little gums open where the abscess is, and then she's gonna drain it so it can drain all the infection. And then she's gonna just go ahead and go down and use the tool and pop the tooth out. So yeah, I had open mouth surgery. They have a bucket and that the infection goes in, and I'm gonna show y'all the bucket. So if y'all, and the tooth that came out, like the tooth had nothing but infection around it, Yeah, it was horrible. The abscess did me real dirty. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all that. So if y'all don't want to see that, just go ahead and skip. But anyways, yeah, so they cut it open, they drained it, and then they popped the tooth open, and my mouth was still swollen. I had to go home, eat food and all that type of stuff, and wait till my mouth go down. My mouth just now really going down, and I'm just now feeling the process of like real, just like, oh, I'm healed. They ended up tracking the contractions, and they was not close enough, so that was a relief. It was just like, you know, take it easy or whatever. My baby shower is in exactly 21 days today. So, you know, after my baby shower, he can enter this world anytime. I really cannot wait for y'all to meet him. I can't wait to meet him. And yeah, so that's why I've been going off of TikTok. I was fighting for my life, but I'm back, and it's gonna be a lot of new content coming. I have another video that's probably gonna drop next week. I can't wait for y'all to get to know me more and to get to know my family more. The next video, I'm gonna have my lovely child's father. You need to be subscribed. What are you doing? If you don't follow me on TikTok, what are you doing? If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? But that's the story time on how I had to take surgery like a G. Trauma experience. My nerves was bad. I'm so glad it's over, and I'm so glad that God prevailed, because having him at 32 weeks would have been crazy. Now I'll be 34 weeks on Thursday, and that will be the story time for today. I'm so happy that you guys tuned in, and if you got to the end of this video, you know I love you. You know I love you. Make sure that post notifications on. I love y'all. Me and ZK's out, okay?
You know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah. You